What's going on, YouTube land? We are going to be showing the 2020 lawn care setup. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, we're going to start off with the little handheld blower here. We've got an Echo PB250. It's spray painted red because it was faded, and figured if I'm going to repaint it to make it look better, I'm going to paint it to make it match all the rest of my blowers. So the next one is a 10-year-old residential Red Max blower. We started out with that baby, and it still runs today. Runs really good. We don't use it a whole lot because it's not very powerful, but very reliable. So we got the 7500, which we use a lot, the 8500, and the 8550, which come in real handy in leaf season. We've got a 2-gallon mix that we use for our 2-stroke, and 1 gallon of gas just in case we run out. And up here we've got our 2 edgers, which are Red Max. I'll show you the model numbers. There you go. That's the old one, it's about 10 years old. And this is the newer one, which is about 5 years old. And right here we've got hedger attachment with extension pole on a power head, Red Max, a Red Max power head. And there's the model number. Over here we have a hedger right there. I gotta replace the teeth on them because I was doing something I'm not supposed to. There's the model number. But other than that, it's a nice machine. And up here we named it Mad Max because it's just a big beast of a weed eater. We don't use it a whole lot, but we use it for cleanup, so it works real well. And there's the model number. Real powerful. It's also about 10 years old. So over here, these are our go-to trimmers. We use these on a regular basis for just regular maintenance. Here's the model number. It's a TR2350S. They no longer make these models, which that's why I have so many of them. In 2012 I bought one, I loved it. 2013 I bought me another one as a backup because I liked it so much. And then in 2014 I went and picked up 2 because they told me they weren't going to make them anymore, and that was the last of them. And so that was kind of disappointing. They quit making them because they're so good. I love them. They weigh about 9.5 pounds. And we love them. So over here I've got my mix-all that I use. It's the Sabre 2-stroke from Amsoil. Mixed it at 100:1 in my equipment, and last year I used a full gallon plus those 2 right here, and it lasted me all year long, which was pretty darn good. Saved a lot of money that way. The 2 up here I got for free at the GIE. And when I tried it and I liked it, I bought this gallon for 40 bucks, shipped to my door, and it lasted all year. So I went ahead and I picked up 3 gallons. That way the 1.5 gallons for this year, 1.5 gallons for next year. Not sponsored by them, by the way, but I do like them. I've got the oil that I use for the engines. I'm going to be running that in all 3 of my mowers. Over here I picked this up on sale. Apparently they're going to quit making conventional oil and they're going to all move to synthetic blends. So they were running sales, and a lot of stores are running sales on conventional oil. I think I picked this up for like 12 bucks for 5 quarts. I thought that was a steal, and it takes 5 quarts in each of my reservoirs for my hydros on my Ferris. So I figured I'd use that for this year. I'm going to put that in both my Ferris mowers. And up here we've got the hydro filters for the big Ferris 3200. We've got the Z2 hydro filters. I've got just some spare parts in that box. I got some fuel filters, more oil filters, the oil guard filters, and I got some Startron fuel treatment and some other stuff that somebody gave me. In the back I've got some air filters for the motors. I got my oil filter wrench right here, and just a little flap disc. I got a whole bunch of those. That's what I'll sharpen the blades with. Let's see. We've got gloves. Year supply, hopefully, of grease, maybe more. And then I got my mulching blades for the X-Mark, 52-inch ferrous mulching blades, and one set of 61s in the back. So I got them all sharpened, ready for the season to get kicked off. I like to use these blades in side discharge and mulching applications. I find they work really good for the turf here in Louisiana, in my opinion, especially like Bahia grass. I've noticed with a regular blade with a high lift, it'll cut it really good and clear it, but it makes a mess. It seems like it makes a lot of hay that you got to clean up and make multiple passes. With this, I find you can just double cut real tall Bahia grass and it cleans it up really well on the ferrous and the X-Mark. So I just go with these. It takes a little bit longer to sharpen them because they're wavy blades, but I like them, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. Over here I've got a little angle grinder, Ryobi 18 volt. Works really good. I picked up this grinding stone wheel, whatever you want to call it. It's a cutting wheel and grinding wheel. I got that at the GIE last year. I think the normal price was $130. Comes with a lifetime warranty. And supposedly he guarantees this thing will never ever wear out. It's a lifetime. And I think I believe him because I've been grinding all kind of crap with this thing, and it does really good. I wouldn't sharpen blades with it, but as far as cutting metal or grinding, great. So that's the name of the tools for the grinding wheel I got. Also picked up some drill bits from them. Over here we have a extended pruner from Steel. It's just a little pistol grip pruner. Works pretty cool. I think I paid like $125 for it, for those hard to reach limbs or shrubs or whatever you need to prune. Works pretty good. Down here we've got the pressure washer, we got an oil catch, and we've got a few landscaping tools, just a few, you know, we got shovels and whatnot, some rakes, hoes. Picked up some of these at Harbor Freight. It's pretty cool. You can see what's in it. Gets it out of the way. I also picked up these carts at Harbor Freight. They're like 50 bucks a piece, just to get the scrap wood off the floor, and I can roll it out, clean behind it, and roll it back in. Picked up another one over there. Bolted up a piece of wood on top just to have like a little workstation. If I need it, I can just roll it on out. And I went ahead and I hung up my ladder so it'll be out of the way. And I picked this up at Tractor Supply for $100 on sale. It dumps, and I was really impressed with it. We did a mulch job with it, a big mulch job, and it did really well. Over here we got the fertilizer spreader I picked up about, I don't know, maybe close to 2 years ago. It works pretty good for like malorganite or maybe seed or something like that, dry stuff. But I've noticed if you try to put like a synthetic fertilizer with clump, where you know, with hot clumps and stuff, it doesn't work too well with spreading it evenly. And got the lawn care nut and Paul's Prime Cutz stickers on it. Speaking of stickers, I've got my board up on the wall finally with all my little lawn care friends who sent nice enough to send me some stickers. Go ahead and send me a sticker, guys, and I'll send y'all one. We got us some Mike Zavitz hats. Check him out on YouTube. He's a cool dude. But go ahead and show all of these guys. now for the meat and potatoes of the video. Let's look at the money makers, the mowers. So we've got 3 mowers now that we're going to be running this year. They're all 2017 models. We've got the Exmark Laser Z 52 inch. It's got red technology on it, EFI 27 horsepower Kohler on the back. We bought this mower last year used with 125 hours on it. We've got a little over 300 on it now, and it came with a chute block on it. It kind of looks homemade, but I don't think it is. I don't know what name brand it is, but this is what it looks like. And it just, it looks like that. It works real well. I had no problems with it, so we left it on there. On the back here, we've got an 8-gallon spray tank that I ordered, and I built the little rig for it. And basically, you just unscrew this, and the whole thing slides off. It's got a pistol grip wand that you can spray, and I added this little boom sprayer that I got off of a tank that I had. I put this little bungee cord on it to keep it pulled closed when it's in the closed position, and when it's open, it stays in the open position. Same thing on that side. I like it. So over here we've got the IS 3200Z. We bought it new in 2017. It's got the 37 horsepower Vanguard EFI on it with the oil guard, and I ordered it with a little hitch on the back, and I got the optional no flat front tires, and the mulch kit also added on it. So I utilized the mulch kit when I'm side discharging, a part of the mulch kit I should say, just the block off plate, and I got it bolted to the side discharge mount, I guess you want to call it. And I just have a bungee wedged in between these 2 pieces with a piece of wrought iron that's bent with a hook and a flat bar. And basically you just grab it, drop it down, and open it back up, just like that. And it works real good for us. The seat is an Exmark seat. We put this seat on it because it fits our body type a little bit better. The one that came on it, the bottom was real flat, and the seat was really wide, and it wasn't supporting us at all. I'll show you that real quick. This is the seat that came on it. It's a lot bigger than the Exmark, and it just wasn't working for us. So we've got an Exmark seat on it. We've got 1,263 hours on it. Alright, over here we've got the Z2 52 inch 28 horsepower Vanguard EFI. So we got 636 hours on it. We bought this as a demo in 2018 with 39 hours on it. I think we got it for around $7,000. I thought that was a good deal, so we got it. And as you can see, we utilized the mulch plate the same way with a bungee, and I just hook it on this little adjustment bar right here, and you just grab it just like so, and it works just fine. Just replaced the tires on it. These tires are the Turf Smarts. I really like these tires that come on it. They last a real long time. They don't tear up the turf, and when they, it gets grass and mud hung up in it, sometimes on wet grass or wet ground, and then you get on the concrete later and it all comes flying out. This stuff, these tires here, they don't do that for some reason. I like them. Same thing on the big one here. These were also replaced. I got 900 hours on these and 600 hours on these. So I want to say I paid 180 a piece for these, and don't quote me on this. I want to say I paid like 300 or 400 a piece for these. Yeah, it's 400 a piece for these. But I think they're really worth it. They last twice as long as the Turf Masters that come on the X marks. And like I said, if you take this into wet ground with grass and mud, and when it dries up and you go to take off in the next yard, it just throws all the stuff all over the road and the concrete, and I hate that. Not to mention the traction's terrible. So I like the traction on these, the ride quality, and they last long. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna be mowing tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and load all this equipment up on the trailer outside, and I'll show you what it looks like on our trailer. use every day. Keep the waters up here, the gas cans, and the grabbers. Show them how the racks work, babe. These are our racks, which I built myself. I'll put a little card up, show them, see how I did those. Makes it easy. Same thing on the trimmer racks. And you lock it right through here.
I need to lock them, huh?
Yeah, I guess we can. And right here is where we keep our locks. I used to keep my trimmer string on this little thing, but it's become the home for the locks, it looks like. Here's another one. Let's try the trimmer racks and see how they work. You just lift up, come out of the little groove, right in. And they don't have any engine supports on it, as you can see, but there's a lot of slack up here, so that helps it out a lot. Never had any problems with that. Let's show how easy the gate goes up and down. We like these kind of latches, it's real cool.
Little old me.
Yep. Now, these two ones lift up. Be safe, but there we go. And we have a place where we can lock them if we want. Got our safety cone, safety first.
And we are using littler locks. We can do either one.
Yeah.
The little ones go up high, the big ones go down below. Always lock.
And over here, got a 2015 Explorer, four-wheel drive with twin turbo 3.5 V6. It's a nice little vehicle. We don't usually use it for the lawn service, but sometimes we have. We've got our other trailer. We don't use this trailer very often, but sometimes we do. So we just wanted to show what it would look like with the setup on it. If you want to show how, let's show it on this side, how it works. That's just a little swivel.
Opposite of this one, instead of going...
Yeah, when I built these, this is the second generation I built. This should have been on this side and that should have been on this side, because you have to actually take it out and lift to get it out instead of dropping it to get it out, which I'm not a fan of. But this part works pretty good. It closes shut and then your padlock goes onto that. And then we got the cage up here. We got the extended latch over here. Comes down, it's nice and flat, so you can drag the blower out and put it in the back real easy. Just have to lift it up to put it back. I've got this little cage up front where you can put ice chests and gas cans and such. Works real good. Got a little handy dandy step up here with a handle. You can get right on up and right on down. Real easy. And the gate's pretty much just like the other one. So this is our old trailer that we started out with. It's 5.5 by 16 with a little dovetail. It's got a gorilla lift on it. It's got these old school racks I made.
Mach 1.
Yeah, that's the first generation. It's just got some little bungees and some padlocks that, you know, goes through here. But it's got the little side gate and the blower rack. Similar design to the one over there. So this is a 2012 trailer. I think this is a 2015 trailer, and this one is a 2018 trailer. And over here we've got our gas tanks. So on this side, this is the personal gas tank. We use it for all the vehicles. And we got counters on the top that we reset. And it's got the automatic, shut off just like at the pump at a gas station. It's a 550 gallon. And over here is where we keep the battery to power it. And it's got like a little fuel level gauge on both sides. And this side is for the mowers and two-stroke equipment. Same thing. And the reason it's designed like this is so we can pull up and put gas in the mowers and put gas in the truck at the same time. And this is our building. It's a 20 by 40 we built ourselves. So we have just the shop when it's all empty. Looks like a whole lot of room till you get everything in it. And I don't know if you guys name your equipment, but we've got kind of nicknames for all of them. The nickname for this one is Bueller, and this is Stanley and Big Boy. And the reason we came up with the name is one day we were working in the neighborhood and somebody was jogging along and they said, "I see you got Ferris on the trailer, where's Bueller?" So we had the X mark on the trailer as well. We was like, well, let's just name that one Bueller. This will be Big Ferris, Big Boy, and since this is a standard, we named it Stan Lee, like the Marvel guy. You want to show what's in the back of the truck?
Sure.
We'll show that. And do the backflip. So we got a backflip on here, out of sight, out of mind. We bought it as soon as we got the truck. Takes a few seconds, but we'll get there. Alright, what we got in here? We got us a little ramp over there. We use that in case we get a flat on the trailer. You can just drive up on it, makes things easy. Got us a first aid kit. Got a brand new Ryobi chainsaw over there. We got a jack. We got some rubber boots because it's been raining all year long. We got us a measuring wheel, some weed killer, a weed killer sprayer, just a herbicide sprayer. We got us a little whiz thing. Never used that yet. We're gonna try it out. Got us the walk bag with the impact sockets in there. Love us some Ryobi tools. Got us a little hitch trim over there. It works pretty good. Another chainsaw, because you never know when that chainsaw will go down. Some chemicals, and that's about it. Oh, and we got a chain up in there. It looks like you just lashed the top.
I did.
Yeah, there's chains up in there. We'll show the inside of the truck. So it's a 2012 F-150. We just got some new seat covers on it this year. The other one started ripping right here. I had some Carhartts on it. They were nice, but found these on sale at O'Reilly's and Body Gloves. They're real comfy and nice. They look good too. So that's it right there. It's a V6 two-wheel drive.
If you've been following us, we've been organizing the shop. We try to do that every year. We organize everything up in our shop and on our trailer and our truck so that everything is where we want it, exactly where we need it at the beginning of the season. Towards the end,
Yeah, towards the middle and the end of the season is a disaster.
you get what you get.
Yep.
But every year we like to organize it and get it all nice and ready so we can be as efficient as we can be.
Yep. Well, till next time, y'all mow on. If y'all got any questions, holla.